reports 5 to 700,000 jobs will be lost in the US in the first quarter of 2023 this year. Some reports are saying 100, I think Yahoo is claiming, or Bank of America is claiming 175,000 jobs per month in the first quarter, whilst other reports are saying 700,000 jobs total by March, at the end of March. This is crazy. This recession is hitting us hard. It's delayed from COVID and inflation because they printed out so much money. And all of this is happening to employees while Disney is paying out its CEOs $150,000 a day. Let's read this article from CNN on Disney, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts because I'm pro entrepreneurship and I'm pro people getting paid, but at some point some things are just overdone. So let's see what I think about this. Few top executives have ever failed in a job so quickly or lucratively as Geoff Morrell. He became Disney's chief operating affairs officer January 24th, 2022, and the company promptly announced his departure in late April. Morrell made about $150,000 a day for that quick stint in charge of Disney's public relations and governmental affairs team. The Wall Street Journal first reported details on his paycheck last week. Morrell received $8.3 million in salary and bonuses during his 3 months on the job and 5 months on the payroll. According to a Disney filing last week, his last day was technically June 30th, 2022. That sum included $537,438 for relocating his family from London to take the job, as well as an additional $500,000 to account for his unique circumstances of having to relocate them once again upon his departure. Jesus. A person at Disney told CNN that he got about $2 million less than the $8.3 million compensation reported in the filing because some performance-based payments never vested, given his, oh my God, abbreviated employment. So people get really pissed off when people collect massive paychecks, and I don't support that. I think, especially when it comes to entrepreneurs, but this is not an entrepreneur, this is an employee, but he's still sort of like an intrapreneur. So when it comes to entrepreneurs, I'm always on the side of them getting paid. I have no problem with it, because if you start a business, and here's the difference, there are key differences, right? If you start and or build a business and put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, you deserve to reap the benefits from that business. Right? And that's very unique and different from this situation, because this man did not build this business. This is not him. This is Bob Iger. Yeah, so I'm on the side of people always getting, if you own a company, yeah, I can pay myself in my company whatever the hell I want to pay myself. I built the company. But here's the difference here, right? When it comes to the stock market, and you put your money in the stock market, or a company has gone public like Disney, and now shareholders are literally everyone that buys Disney stock, right? They own that company. Now you have a responsibility and a duty to the owners of your company to act right? Because it's not like Walt Disney is alive and, making these decisions. He's dead. So if he was the one getting these checks, that's his business. So what? He built it. But he's dead, right? He's not alive. And so now we see all these executives getting paid all this money. And who suffers? Your 401k, your pension. We don't have pensions anymore, but your pension, your 401k, your retirement fund, because you put all your money into that. You guys need to read Robert Kiyosaki's, this book I'm reading right now, so good. So Robert Kiyosaki's Who Took My Money, Why slow investors lose and fast money wins. This book will teach you about everything you need to know. Not everything, but a lot of stuff that you need to know about how to handle your money. The number one rule in money is if you give your money to somebody else, they are responsible for your money. When the money is in the market, it doesn't belong to you. So everybody that's putting money in their 401k, putting money in their retirement fund, putting money into other people's hands, and then come and complain about I'm just like, I don't really feel sorry for you. He gives various examples of, like, I think in the early 2000s and even earlier than that, when, even if the stock market goes down, these CEOs are going to still get a massive payday. Even if the stock market goes down, when you buy into mutual funds, the brokerage firm is still going to collect insane amounts of money, and all those agents are still going to get paid substantially. They get a fee on your money. They're making money with your money, right? So the whole idea in this book, which you should read, in this book is that your money has to always be moving. You can't just like park your money in one place and leave it and let it go. Your money should always be moving, and it should always be working. If your money is parked, it's sitting, it's idle, then you're going to be the one running around working. Because when you leave your money parked somewhere, in a bank, in any institution, you leave your money parked, it's vulnerable to other people taking it and using it. I've had a situation where I put a crazy amount of money in an account and I thought I was safe, and somebody found out how to get a bank card, and literally took all the money. The bank didn't want to give me back my money. It was a substantial amount of money. Bank didn't want to give me back my money. And then after like 7 months, they then agreed to give me 60% back. And that for me was so game changing and eye opening, because you think your money is safe in a bank. It's not. Because at the end of the day, the way banks work is that they give out home loans on your money. So yeah, the idea is, don't let your money park and sit. Put your money into assets. But you think that the stock market is an asset, right? You're putting it, you're saving up for your retirement fund, you're investing in the stock market. Yes, you can invest in the stock market. There's no problem with that. You can invest in mutual funds, but don't let your money just sit there. Some people do prefer hedge funds and mutual funds, but don't let your money just sit there in these funds. Don't let your money just park there, right, for years and meet the market ups and downs. If you're going to invest in the stock market, you need to watch it and pull out your money before the thing crashes. Like I heard Warren Buffett in 2021 took all his money out of the stock market because he knows something's happening. And so he's just sitting and waiting, right? So you make money when it's going up and you pull out before it goes down. And that's the strategy, because you pull out and you have different investments too. Real estate is tried and true, right? There's so many ways, but your money should always be moving. You should always be, putting your money in, making the profit, make your money back, take it out, and continue to reap the benefits, right? And put your money into somewhere else. Always have your money moving. But I say all this to say that it sucks. We watch all these CEOs. And I see the perspective of CNN because they're pissed. People are pissed that these companies, because when we look at the stock market, everybody's going to be affected by this. Everybody's going to be, affected poorly by this. But at the end of the day, that's your fault for keeping your money in Disney stock. But CNN was pissed. They basically said, this guy gets paid this much a day because Disney is out of control, or the corporate world is out of control. I don't agree with that kind of thinking. I don't agree that they're out of control. I think if you snooze, you lose. So on this channel, I just want to encourage you not to be a snoozer. Don't be a snoozer. Don't be a loser. Pay attention to your money. Pay attention to your assets. Create assets, not liabilities. Don't buy things that you can't sell. Buy a house, great, you can sell a house. Buy some clothes, you can't sell clothes. Like, you can't sell used clothes. You can, but you're not gonna make much from it. So if you're gonna put money into expensive things, invest your money, and it's your responsibility to make money for yourself. Your financial success is your responsibility, not anyone else's. So all those people that park their money in the stock market and park their money, I didn't say you can't invest in stocks, but don't park your money there, right? All the people that park their money in the stock market and just leave it there because they're investing for the long term, right? They're investing for their 401ks so they can retire well. But you're essentially giving your money to other people to build their businesses, make them rich. To make them rich, not you. You're building their businesses to make them rich. And then you think that you're going to be good in retirement. I just say, yeah, sure, you can get rich, and it could help you have a nice retirement fund. But if you want to be rich, you can't just park your money and give it to someone else. You're better off starting a business yourself, right? That's the actually best way to actually get rich fast. Because people say get rich quick is a scam. Like, people shouldn't try it. It's a Ponzi scheme or whatever. People should strive to get rich quick, and that's absolutely incorrect. You should try to get rich quick. And I'm not talking about doing get rich quick schemes, fast money schemes. No, you get rich quick, but you create value based on. So the best way to get rich is through having a business. And then also, what are the different types of assets, the different type of capital? Definitely go read this book. It breaks it down for you. But paper money, owning a business, real estate, these are like what you have to have to get rich. You can't just master one type of asset. You have to master 2 or 3 of them, right? So you can get rich through the stock market. You just have to put your money in and take it out before it crashes. And that's why some people are making crazy money that way. But I say all this to say, we watch this guy from Disney. Disney are paying their CEOs, because think about it this way, right? You put your money in the stock market, you buy Disney stock. All these people are buying Disney stock. That gives these companies capital to be able to pay their executives incredibly insane sums of money. $8 million. And they said he was incompetent at what he did, and they still paid him. And especially these positions are exclusive towards exclusively for white men. They don't give these positions. They don't give this kind of money, to people that aren't white men. And so my thing is, if I were you, why? Like, yes, you could invest in the stock market, but you have to move your money. And the way that I see it, if this is like, not everyone is built to be an entrepreneur, and I get that. And you don't have to own a big business, but you can invest in real estate. Real estate is tried and true. You can invest in real estate, and you can invest in different assets and still make money. But my point is, you just have to pay attention. If you're going to do the stock market, you're going to be an investor, you have to watch your money. But when you give your money to the market, it's no longer your money, and you just have to accept that. It's like, there's so many things, but definitely go read the book, Who Took My Money? And this is what is causing this, like, upset people to be upset, when journalists to be upset, all these people to be upset, because we look at Disney's paying CEOs crazy amount of money. There's a recession coming. People are like, companies are firing so many people. Like, I saw a list of all the companies that are firing people, like Amazon, like they're firing over 10,000 plus people. I think Amazon fired 18,000 people, but the CEO of Amazon is still going to get a fat check at the end of the year. Right? So right now it's a hard time to hear about people getting all this money, but you have to put your financial success in your own hands. And the more educated you are about your finances, the more money you will be able to keep. See, I didn't say make. I said keep. Make and keep. Create and keep. Right? And so it's so important to work on that financial education, because if you don't, it's nobody's responsibility. And everyone wants to get rich, but nobody's reading the books. Nobody's paying attention, doing their research on how to do that. And how do you think? That's like thinking, I want to become a doctor, but I'm not going to go and study how to be a doctor. Where do they do that at? How? Like, and something about finance and money is that people always make it so elusive so that they can take your money. Whenever you go, I remember the first time I went to a bank and I asked, I had some cash, and, I think I had like 10 grand. I went to a bank. I was in like college. I went to a bank and I was like, what do I do? How do I invest? And the banker just looked at me, and then they started showing me these like, the CD, all these, like, they were just selling their banking products to me so they could make money off of my money. And to me, I just knew that was not for me. So I parked my money in here, and I'm going to get, like, it was so low. I can't remember the percentage. It was so low, like 3% in over a certain period of time. I was like, and I was young too. I wanted real money. So I was looking at that like, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense, because when you park your money in the bank, they just take your money and make money off of it. Put it in the stock market, put it in other people's businesses, give people loans to buy houses, and then they use that to make them richer. And then they punish you if you take your money out. So, and that's the thing about the 401ks and all that stuff. They punish you when you take your money out. You get higher taxed, because they do that so that when the market crashes, your money is stuck there. So they teach you, invest for the long run. Your money is stuck there. You can't pull out. But all the rich people, they pulled out. They have all the checks. They have all the money. So when it comes to your finances, you have to be very careful who you get financial advice from, because a lot of people are trying to sell you a product, their product. A lot of people are trying to sell your products. You have to pay attention, just as you would if you were becoming a doctor. There are some skills that require high qualification, right? And it's not that financial literacy requires that, it doesn't, but because people want to limit the people's access to money and make sure that they can make as much money as possible, they've created this barrier to entry around money and made it elusive, and spread a lot of misinformation about getting money in the world. And all of this has caused people to argue and not understand how money really works. And so what we really need to do as people, if we actually want to be rich, right, what you need to do is read books. And it's so cliche. A lot of people say it, and you just hear people say that, and they don't read books about money, about financial literacy. Question everything. Approach your finances as you would a science. Be strategic. Be specific. Be strategic. Did I say strategic already? I don't know. But you have to approach it like a scientist would approach anything, a mathematician, anything. And that's the way. Because when your money comes into your hands, and it will, and it does, you have to know exactly how to invest it. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. This recession is looking really hard, but it's not the end of the world. There's so many opportunities out, especially AI. It's revolutionizing the world. A lot of people are looking at AI as a threat. It is a tool. I have a course that teaches you how to make money with AI. Make sure you guys check that out. Make money with AI, right? Make sure you check it out so that you guys can take advantage of this opportunity that's happening right now. And don't lose out. Make money with AI. It's only $59. Don't lose out on this opportunity. Don't lose out on this opportunity, because people will take advantage of you. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. I'm your host, Kenim O, and you're watching the University of Making Money, and I'll see you in the next one.